You got dirt under your nails, pulling through the bushes, running with snail second best.
I worked with him when I was about 14 in one of my first bands, and he was engineering at a local studio. He's quite a bit older than me, but he was sort of doing that sort of stuff at that point, and just sort of producing some fairly big stuff. And that was the first time I'd ever met him. And my first band, we were just like any band, like 14-year-olds. We couldn't really play and made a lot of noise, and he did our demo and it sounded great even at that stage. And I kind of stayed in touch with him, and he went on and ended up producing like Robert Plant, and I always followed what he did, and I've been a massive fan of his production. And when it came for us to cut the single Highway Home about a year and a half ago, I got in touch and said, would you be up for doing this? And we did that, and the song did really well, and it became like a bit of an anthem for us as well. So when it came to doing the album, it was just sort of like a logical step to get involved with him. And he's just like he's a real quirky guy. He's got his own sound, and he's very unique in his approach into songs and sonically. And it was a great experience working with him. Absolutely amazing.
It was really good, and it sort of one of those situations where felt like, it's a bit of a cliche, but just felt like the extra member of the band in a lot of situations in the studio, and he could stand in the room with us and help with that energy and help with those few songs that we messed around with. He'd have his input, and some of them would get taken, some of them would be our ideas. But yeah, it just felt really good to work with him, and really, and it sounded amazing as well.
He does what a producer should do, and he brings the most out of the songs and the most out of the musicians. So you get great performances, and the songs are kicking, and then on top of that, makes it sound really, really big, which was exactly what we wanted to happen.
I'd also like to go back to Alex's first band, because Alex is a badass guitar player.
This is true.
And I'm pretty sure that one of the only things I can remember from around that time at school is that Alex's band were the badass band, and it was no, they can actually play their instruments. I'm pretty sure
Steve did that.
Yeah, but now it all makes sense.
Yeah, it was that.
I remember the buzz was this band's really good when we were all starting bands. And this band's really good, and it was we'd all jam out songs and stuff, and it was but the guitarist can actually play the solos as well. He was the only guy that could actually play the solo parts as well.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure you just picked up a guitar and they could do it straight away.
Yeah, it was from birth really.